Well, I have a passion for people. I believe in trying to meet the needs, to help others.
I wanted to be part of something that can help, that can actually help.
I'm going out into the communities to see the needs of the people, see what can I do to help that person strive to be the best that they can be.
Bueno, yo me siento inspirada y motivada a hacer este trabajo.
I see a great need in the future for the community health worker, whether it's supporting existing services in the community or just like myself, trying to get someone to care for their 89-year-old mother.
I think it would be a great benefit to the community to have community health workers.
Part of the need for community health workers in Florida stems from the fact that we have over 4 million uninsured Floridians, as well as our unemployment rate is higher than the national average. We have the third largest prison population in the nation. So these factors alone will provide an avenue for community health workers to be an emerging workforce in Florida.
It is very clear to me that there is a real important need to have community health workers, and particularly to address some of the major causes of health disparities in our state. And one of these causes is just simply not having enough physicians, nurses, and dentists. It is projected that by the year 2025, we will actually have a shortage of 50,000 registered nurses in Florida. That's a problem. And secondly, we do not have the nurses, the physicians, the dentists, and other healthcare providers where we need to have them, particularly in Florida. And that includes in medically underserved communities, in rural communities. So if we trained and employed community health workers, we would have a larger workforce to address health promotion and health care.
The definition of community health workers was defined by the American Public Health Association, and the coalition that I helped to co-chair has adopted the same definition, which has to do with frontline health workers that work with communities and have an attribute that makes them specifically suited for the community that they work with. And they work on many different issues that connects the community with the resources and the services that the community really needs. Community health workers have many names. Oftentimes it's not community health workers, it can be promotores de salud, peer educators, outreach specialists, community network facilitators. I mean, there's all sorts of names for community health workers.
There are a lot of terms, but community health worker is just that, someone from the community that will be able to bring forth the services, you know, and these are people that are entrusted. They look at them and they're like, wow, you know more than I do. Let me share with you what's going on with me.
Community health workers have been involved in our community for quite a while now, and they're really there to help create more awareness, which is important because when people don't have the time, it's hard for them to know which programs are available, what may be the correct decisions to make, and even basic things like what procedures and checkups they may need based upon their demographic and age.
I've done every type of community health work, from hands-on in the Feminist Women's Health Center, helping with medical procedures, birth control advice, and going out in the community, to my current position, in which I go in the community and refer people to research studies, support medical services in the community.
As a community health worker, I have to educate people on what our chronic diseases are, and how what we eat every day and what we do, or the lack of what we do, influences our health.
My work as a community health worker involves educating the community about prostate cancer awareness, and basically contacting the community. In my case, I own a beauty and barbershop, so it's easier for me to come in contact with the community because the community comes to me.
I look at myself as, or consider myself as, a resource. And when I have information, I want to pass it on to help somebody else.
Right here at the barbershop, a lot of men are in a lax position because it is a hub for the community. A lot of men would never go out to gather this type of information, but in the barbershop, we're known to be doctors, lawyers, psychologists, and people tend to listen. So when a client is in my chair, I have their head in my hands for 20 minutes, and they're really relaxed. A lot of my clients have been with me for a long time, so they're very receptive to what I have to say.
We have an established relationship, which now allows this person to ask the community health worker how to go about things, how to improve a specific aspect of their health.
The doctors, they're solving the sickness, but many times they're not thinking about the culture of the individual, the fears of the individual. They're just dealing with the illness, where the CHW is the middle person who can then bring this relationship together and help the doctor understand the patient and the patient understand the doctor.
I'm Haitian, so I'm naturally concerned about my own community. And I know those women, they have the language barrier. Most of them don't speak English, so they are scared to go to a clinic because they have those papers to fill out, and they are not sure that they are going to find a staff, a person to help them with the paperwork. So it is very important for me to help them.
Being Hispanic, I'm able to identify with my Hispanic culture. So I'm able to say, you know what, maybe rice and beans is not the right thing every day. You know, we're full of diabetes and high blood pressure, and our diet might not be right. And this is something that we need to change.
My father himself is diabetic. He's been so for quite a few years, and he's never been able to control his blood sugar. When I'm out in the community helping some of the participants that we work with, I find myself seeing reflections of my father within them and seeing the benefits that they are receiving from the interactions that we are having. And as they get better, I see that we are actually having an effect, and that makes me feel satisfied.
I enjoy working with people. I enjoy educating and, you know, giving them that encouragement and that passion that, listen, you need to learn and you need to be able to apply the things that you're learning and take care of yourself, you know, for you and for your family, your grandkids, and just the community itself.
I had a job that paid a lot of money, but this job fulfills me. It teaches me to be a better person, taught me to be a better mom because I'm more conscious of my community. So there's more care for the people that are around me. I want to work for my community so that my children will be able to grow up into a good environment, not what we get to see on the news every day.
The Florida Community Health Worker Coalition is a group of dedicated stakeholders, approximately 200 at this point, that have come together and in order to increase the awareness and the standardization of community health workers here in Florida.
We come together from all regions of the state to address and work on developing a comprehensive understanding of community health workers, who they are they employed, are they volunteering, what are their needs, what is a credentialing process that may be put in place, do they want a credentialing process put in place. So just acquiring more information on the work that's happening, what are they currently doing, and then looking at how do we improve. How do we help? How do we assist? And how do we maximize on the services that they're able to provide?
If we're able to let get the word out, that folks know that there's a way to improve on the skills that they already have, then that'll be the way we'll grow, because then there's value in what we're able to do as a coalition.
There's so many people out there that's doing community health worker work, but not getting recognized. They're not getting recognized for what they do. They're not getting recognized as far as a salary.
There are so many people like my mother's sister, my aunt, who are community health workers, who are known to individuals in various locales, various neighborhoods, who are doing the work but are not recognized as the professionals that they are and not compensated as other healthcare professionals are, and I feel that they should be.
Somehow we need to formalize this process, formalize this position, and legitimize it, so that way it'd be easier for CHWs to do their job, so that we can really promote the health of everyone and really make an impact in the community.
I think the need is out there for the service. I think the desire is out there for the unemployed right now looking for gainful employment. And I feel that once we can get this program in place, it will sell itself. This is going to be a win-win for the residents as well as a win-win for the unemployed worker to gain new skills.